Hi, Pisces. Welcome to the Power of Three and your general monthly reading for July 2025. You see in the title, it's your destiny reading. If you're familiar with a movie called Back to the Future, you will remember that there was an enchantment under the sea dance. And the reason that that was important is because by the time you get to that part of the movie, the fact that the main character is there kind of in, interacting with people he shouldn't be and slowly changing the destiny of his parents, which would ultimately wipe him right out. So at that dance, he'd really fight like hell to get things the way they should be. So that's what we're looking at is where you're at with your destiny. Do you feel like this is your destiny where you're at, or did somehow something or someone, interfere with it and throw it off course? You are the light of the world, a child. Now I know for specific Pisces, so I'm just gonna call it right out. But yeah, I feel like you are that, you may have had a child. I know for a specific Pisces, I know she's a child very early. Having that child saved her life. So I know that you know who you are. But it could be a similar simulation for a lot of you. Having a child and looking at that child and knowing that however it came about, that this is your destiny. But we'll see. Because there's always ups and downs with things, and you just never know what's really going on for all of you. I know that specifically about said Pisces, but uh, again, it's general and it's going to be different for all of you. So let's see what comes out. This is the wisdom of the oracle for the overall energy. So thank you, the Holy Spirit, my guides and peeps. What do we have? Higher power. Higher power. A higher power. Maybe that you know that you are on your destiny because a higher power took over in your life and you felt it. You can see it, whether it's now or you can look back and see it now, perhaps. Supporting energy is the healing waters oracle. So let's just kind of narrow this down for Pisces. July 2025. Supporting energy, please, for higher power. The wellspring. What are you thirsty for? Body care. Take a breath. Some of you might just be worried about how your body looks after having a child. Maybe you've had more than one, like myself. You know what I mean? Like there's things. My body's actually in pretty good shape, but there's like parts of it that I just got like for my specific circumstances, right? And I'm like, I wouldn't even want to go through everything you'd have to go through to fix that. But it's kind of coming to terms with those kind of things and realizing that physical appearance isn't what is important. You're supposed to be drawn to who the person is on the inside. And you might just be coming to terms with that. Take a breath. What are you truly thirsty for? Um, thirsty for a higher power. Um, there's a song called Bring Me a Higher Love. I'm kind of picking up on that. So, like, maybe having that destined love around you. Maybe, you know, you're not with the father of your child, and you're wondering if you have to be alone because of like how it's changed you and aged you, perhaps. I don't know. I feel like this is just kind of floaty, for lack of a better word, Pisces. This is a tarot oracle combo deck. It's called It's called Psychic Tarot of the Heart. Two flipped. We have Love and Spread Your Wings, which has come out multiple times this month, but not love. So maybe there is somebody that is trying to convince you that they love you just as you are. Number two, spread your wings. This might be just you trying to let go of those things that make you self-conscious because this person is your counterbalance, your other half, so to speak. Whether maybe you haven't met them yet, but maybe you just have, and these are what you're worried about. Detach. I feel like this is detached from that. Detach from that physical worry of what your body looks like and remind yourself of what you're really thirsting for, what it is that you really need. And you don't need to be worried about any minor imperfections in your body because that's not what true love, that's not what a higher power love is about. It's not what your destiny is about. Nobody's destined to sit and worry and fret about their body. Like having a scar or those things don't matter. Nurture. Nurture that part of you within, not your outer body. I mean, sure, you can do things to, I'm not saying not to worry about it. I worry about it. Sure, do what you can to make yourself look young and however it is that you do, whatever it is that you do, your beauty regimen, but don't go overboard with it. Don't say no to somebody who is telling you that those things don't matter. They love who you are on the inside. Pisces, we're clarifying with the law of attraction. Oddly enough, you can see why now, I guess. For the sign of Pisces, please clarify their destiny reading for July 2025. Their highest good, please. Clarify love. The sun card with dolphins. How crazy is that? Dolphins in the background, dolphins everywhere, happiness everywhere. Love. That's what this is clarifying. Look, happiness, love. These two dolphins together are happily doing their little jump thing that they do out of the water and into the water as they're swimming together. Pisces, you're destined. This love is destined for you. That's pretty awesome. And maybe you're thinking, well, I know that, but I can't. I just think with this spreadsheet, let's see what comes out. Just let them love all of you. Just let them see and love and adore all of you because they will. Be loud and proud about what you got. Four swords, spread your wings. Yeah. Well, right now you still got yourself kind of chained up in a glass, but it's just a glass. Like it's like somebody turned a cup over on you, you know what I mean? And you're just so look at her. She's just like curled up and kind of wrapped. She's so self-conscious. Four swords. So self-conscious about maybe you think you're too bony. Maybe you think you got scars. Maybe you've got stretch marks. You know what I mean? Maybe your stomach never went flat, or maybe it went flat like mine, and you got that C-section mark, and then you got a gap of skin. I've got six pack, but it doesn't matter because I got a gap of skin and it's because of how they did the surgery. They could have got rid of that and pulled it tighter, but they didn't. They left, you know what I mean? And then you lose weight, and which is lovely. But what am I going to do? I had kids. It's just the way it is. I'm not a movie star. I'm not gonna. sit and go through surgery and pain and agony and anguish and spend money so that I can have a perfectly looking, you still have scars somewhere, I'm sure. I don't know how that works. But anyway, it would be shit ass painful, I can tell you that. I'm not going to go through that. So that, you think that somebody is your true love, but they have to have perfection to look at? No, they're not your true love, right? But this person is. It's you that's got the problem, Pisces. Detach. Eight of Swords. Walking in the rain by yourself, feeling ugly, feeling like, why would this person, you've just been like that for so long, I feel like for some of you, um, that this has maybe come along unexpectedly, and it's making you work in your brain. It's making you go through all this, and you probably knew you would. You probably knew you would. If you're single and you've got kids and you got to start again with somebody else, you already had it all kind of worked out how it was going to be, and you'll probably have to put up with this, and they'll be like this, and they won't. And on top of that, just even body conscious. So let's see what's at the bottom. King of Wands, just sitting there peacefully under a reading lamp, gazing over at you like you're the best thing that ever hit the earth. Every every flaw, and that's what's needs to be. That's what you need to accept and let go of, this being conscious, like, oh, I know they're looking at me going, I'm fat, or I'm this, or I'm that, I'm bony, or I've got pimples on me, or like, it could be a million things that it could be about your body that you could be self-conscious about. We are extra clarifying. We're getting your advice basically from Under the Roses of Lenormand. For Pisces highest good, please give them their advice. Higher power with the wellspring. Grave. Basically, be more philosophical about it and cut it loose. Detach. Get out of the Eight of Swords. Get out of that almost feeling sorry for yourself because of the way your body is. You could be picking on everything: your height, your width, your hair, your face, the shape of your face, the color of your eyes. Again, the fact that you've had children, so your body isn't like it was when you were 13, 14. Well, of course it isn't. The Sun card under love. Can't wait to see what comes out here. The mice. See, I feel like this is a very timid, you just want to be like, no, I don't want you looking at my body. Whether you haven't been intimate with this person yet, or if you do, you just basically stay half clothed, uncovered, or whatever, lights out, however you do it. I don't know. But you're very timid about somebody different. I say that because there's two mice beside this one. They're busy doing their mouse thing, and you're okay, like, with certain people knowing how you feel, knowing what problems there are. But there's other people that if when you got feelings for somebody, then it's different. Or, these could be friends, family that get it. They understand they have that problem too, yada, yada, yada. But there's somebody that just is making you feel very timid and intimidated about them seeing your body. And I'm telling you right now, it's none of the things, like, they don't worry about that. They don't, it's not even that they're just going to overlook it. I'm telling you, Pisces, that whoever this is, loves everything about you, even what isn't imperfection to you. Four of Swords under spread your wings, the anchor. Spread your wings. You can't do that if you anchor yourself down in a Four of Swords mindset that you must cover it yourself. You must cover it up, whether it's tattoos, whether it's like a scar from something bad that happened to you. Again, whether it's just stretch marks and surgery marks, and maybe you lost weight. Maybe you were exceptionally a little very overweight, lost a lot of weight, and now you have excess skin. Okay. None of these things are physically appealing, and if that's what your baseline is, then yeah, it's going to matter. But this message is here to tell you that that's not what matters. And especially with this person, this love that's right here to start your reading. Eight of Swords under detach. This Eight of Swords might be your person too. Like, because you are in the Four of Swords, just kind of covering things up, it might be putting them in that because they're like, what else can I say and do? You know what I mean? And it'll put them in some sort of personality disorder because they couldn't love you anymore if they tried. You know what I mean? So let's see what comes out. The clock tower. Yeah. Maybe this person has put a lot of time and effort into showing you and proving to you. And the thing is, I feel like they have, and you know they have. This is something, again, I feel it's you, Pisces. It's something you need to get over. Or it's going to start doing damage after a while with the clock tower here. It's getting to that pivotal time where, you're going to have to do some work yourself or let it go because they're going to just feel like you're not accepting their love and you don't love them back. The mountain at the bottom. It's definitely it's definitely something that is blocking you, blocking the progress. If you already know them, or this message is here to warn you that it will be in the future when they come in to your life. So your destiny is here, but don't block it out over superficial things. I'm glad we're getting done here because it sounds like my voice is leaving. This is the Lover's Oracle. We're using this to close this energy out and get you a message to take away from your destiny reading, July 2025, for the sign of Pisces for their highest good. Very nice. Wait, do you see what it is? Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. So again, some of you, this is a heads up because you might have already got all this shit going in your head now about if you ever did meet anybody, you know, maybe you've had a few brief encounters and whatever, but your soulmate, if you don't already know them, they're coming, Pisces. And I really think that you should know ahead of time to be mindful and again take my advice and please because this person's gonna love everything about you, good and bad, flaws, beauty, everything about you. So enjoy. You've got a very positive destiny reading. Um, they've certainly been all over the place. But I hope that this has helped you and served you in the way it was intended. I hope that you will be mindful to like the video because the videos need the support, the channel needs the support. I hope that you are already subscribed, but if you're not and you would like to, go ahead and do that. Everything is free. Everything is free. Okay? And I'm happy to give it to you for free. I just need the feedback. So thank you again for spending your time here with me. That's very precious and can't be gotten back. So, if this was a waste of time for you, you can't get that 20 minutes. But I hope that this has been some help to you, Pisces. Please take care of yourself until I see you again. Bye for now.